Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Hope you guys are doing well. Update on my marriage documentary, and I've got one good news for you guys. Inshallah, I'm not going to keep you guys long, going to quickly wrap it up. As you guys know, there's been some delays, some footage got stolen, our car got broken into, blah blah blah. We are trying our best to get the marriage documentary out for you guys. It's very crucial for every single one of you guys to watch it, and I want to do the best job I can. I don't want to rush it, put it out there and you guys don't benefit, yeah? I want to do it properly and edit it well, inshallah, so every single one of you guys benefit. Now, just so get things a bit spiced up and a bit more excited, I'm going to be telling you guys the content that's going to be in there. I've told you guys briefly before as well, so I'm going to briefly tell you guys about some content. I'll be sharing in that video, as you guys know, the struggles I went through. Every single one of us go through this, looking for the right person. I've met many sisters, unfortunately it didn't work out. Lovely sisters, may Allah bless them all and give them the best in the hereafter. Those who I've agreed in, disagreed with, had some conflicts, whatever it may be. But we all go through that phase. Looking for partner over partner, meeting, not going well, and you want to give up. You come to a point where you're just like, look, I don't want to get married anymore. You come across wrong individuals. I came across wrong individuals. I was asked a weird question which put me off, affected my iman. I came across racism, wanted to marry a Somali sister, got rejected by the family. Wanted to marry an Eritrean sister, got rejected by the family. I had times where I just thought, you know what, I don't know how much more I can bear it, because you know in the times that we live in, it's hard. It's hard, and I have to be real with you guys. It's a sexualized environment. Even me, I feared for myself. I said, look, I just want to get married and do this the halal way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm going to discuss with you guys how I dealt with it. When I came home and something mad happened, I was on the mat crying to my Lord. You know, and some people might say, okay, oh, cry, men don't cry. Cut the rubbish. I cried to my Lord, the one who created me, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. We all go through struggles. How I dealt with it, for example, financially, when I was going through financial struggles, and when my family was against me marrying a hijabi. Not that, with me, I didn't say I just want to marry hijabi. I preferred it. I got to know sisters who didn't wear the hijab as well. But I said, look, I can help you guys in it, etc. Anyway, that was discussed in the marriage documentary. I don't want to give too much away, yeah? So, discussing that, how I dealt with it, how I dealt with my family, my dad not wanting me to marry a sister who's a Muslim, you know, trying to convince him, going through madness, going through racism, going through financial struggles I'll be discussing with. I'll also be discussing istikhara, how to do istikhara. A lot of us think we know how to do istikhara. No, we don't. We really don't know how to do istikhara. I'll be telling you guys step by step when to do istikhara, how to do istikhara, and what's the procedures, what du'as to make. I'll also be discussing that. I'll also be telling you guys the madness I went through. I got catfished, if you guys know what catfished is. A sister approached me for marriage using somebody else's pictures, but the sister was actually real. Somebody else's pictures. However, I'll be telling you guys about the same sister who said that she threw herself out the window. Yes, she said that she threw herself out the window, yeah, because her family wasn't allowing us to get married. This whole madness of, it was crazy, right? Okay, I've got someone throwing herself out the window, and there's me, like, it's crazy. I'm going to tell you guys that as well, yeah? Also, rejection. Now, one of the biggest things that I personally found it hard is when I'm not compatible with a sister, how do I say no? It was hard for me. Or, for example, dealing with rejection. When a sister didn't find me compatible, right? How do I deal with that rejection? And when I'm in rejection, people call it rejection. But I believe there's a greater wisdom behind it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We shouldn't see it as rejection, but a blessing in its format, if that makes sense, yeah? I'll be talking about that, how to deal with that. I'll also be sharing with you guys, yes, for example, I was signed up to single Muslim. Yes, I was. And I'll be showing you guys my profile picture, yeah? You guys got me laughing your head off, I looked weird, and my biography was just like, wow, I don't know what I was thinking, yeah? You might be laughing at that. I'll be sharing that with you. I'll be telling you guys, is it good to get to know somebody on social media, which websites to look for, which ones to look out for, which ones to stay the hell away from. Going to marriage events. I went to marriage events, yes, where you sit down, 4 sisters, 4 brothers, the walis are there as well. I went there. Is it good? Did it work out? I'll be telling that as well with you guys. I'll be sharing that with you guys as well. Also, social media. Can we get to know someone through social media? Is it safe? Well, me personally, I did approach sisters on social media that I found compatible to myself. How did I go about that? How did I do that? How did I approach them? Was it right? Was it good? Was it bad? Also, approaching people in public. For example, we live in a society where when I see a sister that I'm interested in, yes, we should lower our gaze, but you're going to get married, right? You know, nobody's saying go and get, binoculars and, oh yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say? No. But if you see a sister, how do I go about the right way? Well, we asked this question to Mufti Menk. Yes, Mufti Menk. We asked him, in today's age, a young brother, let's say, like myself, I feel a bit young, yeah? How do I go, and if I see a sister that I like, what am I supposed to do? Follow her to her house and go, hey uncle, yeah, I just basically followed your daughter from bloody Whitechapel, so yeah, boom, get a slap in your face, yeah? How do we go about it? Can we approach the sister ourselves? Obviously for marriage purposes only. How to go about that? Secondly, also for sisters, if a sister sees a brother that she likes, how does she go about it? You know, should she go approach him? Should she get somebody else to? Etc. All this Mufti Menk tells us how to go about it. Also, I'll be discussing when you really want to marry someone and it doesn't go right, how do you deal with it? How? Do you just rebel? No. How is the right way to deal with it? And lastly, but not least, these are just some of the contents, you know what I'm saying? Just some of the content. I'll I'll be also showing you guys my walima. Yes, I'm going to share with you guys my walima. Obviously, you're not going to see my wife's face or the family members, whatever, they'll be all blurred out. But you will see a preview of the walima, not preview, but just a little bit of the walima, how it went, inshallah. I'm just going to share that with you guys very briefly. That's about it. So keep an eye out, be patient, bear with us, inshallah. So, anyways, now, good news. Number 2, swiftly moving on. Yes. Now, guys, as you guys know, one of the biggest problems that we have in today's time is we have questions. We have these questions, for example, I'm a new reaver. I've got tattoos. Can I remove them? Is it okay if I keep them? Do I get a sin for that? A sister might come and say, I work at Tesco's. Sometimes I have to grab pork or alcohol. Is this permissible? A brother, I'm a bus driver. Sometimes I cannot stop and pray the Lord, Asr, Maghrib. Well, how do I go about it? We need these questions answered. For example, how do we go the right way about divorce? Also, how do we pay zakat? What is the correct way to pay it? How do I calculate it? These are questions that all of us ask, but we need to go to reliable people to get our answers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that we need to go to the people of knowledge, right? The ulama. Yes, we have ulama all around the world, but specific ones, for example, we have scholars in Saudi Arabia, which we know, alhamdulillah, and they're big ulama, may Allah have mercy on them, and we go there, or we have brothers that ask on our behalf. But sometimes we need scholars in our own lands. We need individuals that we can go up to and ask them. This is a problem. So I've found a little solution, right? Now, no, I'm not that scholar. Yeah, don't come to me. I'm a nobody. Yeah, I'm a zero, and I don't mean this to be humble. I am nobody. Don't take nothing from me. Nothing. If I come to you and say haram, halal, this, that, throw it in the bin. Ali Dawah is nobody. Yeah. Okay, so guys, one of the most reliable scholars that we have in the United Kingdom is Shaykh Haytham al-Haddad, right? Now guys, I want to give you guys, now we need to understand, because I'm going to go and approach him and ask these questions. You have a right to know, who is this Shaykh? Who is he studied under? What is his qualifications, right? You have a right to ask this. So I'm going to give you guys a brief introduction, which some of you guys, if you don't know it much, and you don't know these scholars I'm talking about much, might fly right over your head. But just bear with me so you guys can have an understanding and you can check up these big ulama, right? Shaykh Haytham al-Haddad has studied under Shaykh Abdullah ibn Aqil, right? He studied with the Shaykh directly for 13 years, and when Shaykh Haytham moved to London, he studied on and off 10 years, but was always in contact. Shaykh Abdullah ibn Aqil is one of the ulamas in Saudi Arabia. May Allah have mercy on him. Shaykh Haytham started studying with him in 1991 onwards for 13 years, yeah? And also, Shaykh Ibn Aqil would have basically, back in those days, they would write letters. He didn't have no text or email, so they would write letters, and he would be writing, writing letters to Shaykh Uthaymeen's, Rahimallah, Shaykh Uthaymeen, one of the biggest ulama, yeah, of our time, one of the biggest ulama of our time. Sheikh Uthaymeen's teacher, who's also known, so I'm just going to read it out here, is Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Saudi, right? He is the teacher of, he's the Sheikh of Sheikh Uthaymeen, yeah? Too many Sheikhs here. Sheikh Uthaymeen's teacher. So Sheikh Haytham's teacher, Sheikh Ibn Aqil, would write letters back and forth asking him questions, right? So this was obviously brought to the attention of Sheikh Haytham. And Sheikh Haytham said, look, why don't we compile these letters? Because these are questions, you know, people can benefit. So Sheikh Haytham was one of the individuals who came up with this idea to compile these letters in a book format. This book was widely spread and praised. There was amazing positive feedback and was praised by many scholars. It was praised by many scholars. And one of those was Sheikh Uthaymeen. He praised this book. Yeah, subhanAllah. So we're talking about an individual, Sheikh Haytham al-Haddad, a book that the letters that he put forth, yeah, was praised by Sheikh Uthaymeen, right? And also, Sheikh Haytham also studied with Sheikh Ibn Jibreel. He studied the book from Ibn Taymiyyah called Aqidah Tadmuriyah. Aqidah Tadmuriyah. I don't know if I can pronounce that right. They completed the book in their lifetime. He studied with the Sheikh. Sheikh Haytham studied with his other teacher, Sheikh Ibn Jibreel, for 11 years. This is the same Sheikh. In a gathering, he pointed out to Sheikh Haytham and said, this man is an alim. This man is an alim, right? And this shows you who Sheikh Haytham is, right? He's been praised by these scholars. Now, obviously, may Allah bless all of them, but one of the biggest things when I was speaking to Sheikh Haytham and generally asking for this introduction, in 1992 Sheikh Haytham studied with Sheikh bin Baz, rahimahullah. Sheikh bin Baz. If you guys don't know, you need to know who Sheikh bin Baz is. One of the biggest ulama of our time. Sheikh bin Baz, may Allah have mercy on him, Sheikh Haytham studied with him about 11 years. 11 years until the Sheikh passed away. And obviously Sheikh Haytham moved to London. And also Sheikh Haytham al-Haddad studied roughly about 1.5 to 2 years with the current Mufti of Saudi Arabia, who's also known as Sheikh Abdul Aziz al-Sheikh. Sheikh Haytham studied also with him. His credentials go on further, but I just wanted to give you guys a brief introduction to the Sheikh that we are going to be getting these fatwa and these nasiyas from now on with the new series, with the new show. So guys, I'm going to give you guys an email address. I'm going to give you guys an email address where you guys can send all your emails to. Send your questions to this email address. The first one that we received so far is from a sister who has 2 husbands. Yes, you heard it right. She's got 2 husbands. We're going to tell you how she fell into that. And also, Sheikh Haytham is going to tell us how she can fix that and not to fall into that again. And you guys can benefit of how to go about the right way of divorce. So that is going to be our first topic on our first show very soon, inshallah. So guys, keep tuned in. That's about it from me. May Allah have mercy on every single one of you guys. May Allah grant you guys Jannah, inshallah. Send your questions in here and we will be giving you your nasiyah, inshallah. And also, by the way guys, I'm a bit indecisive about what I'm going to call the show, yeah? The name of the show. So if you have any good ideas, comment in the section below. I might pick it. So, guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah grant every single one of us Jannah. Shoot, what I do.